Good evening. Am I late? You guys are all ready. Amen. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's show. I see Miami, Florida is in the house this evening. Thank you for tuning in. Much love to you from Jersey as well. See you all. Harris, good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, I see Savannah is in the house. Good evening, good evening, good evening to everyone. Indiana, love you big time. Houston, Texas, humbly bow to you. We're in your house tonight. Listen, I'm late and I know it. I apologize. It's been an extremely long day uh, and I'm tired. I'm extremely tired. So we apologize. Miss Carter, I think from Houston, thank you for tuning in. Georgia is from Georgia. Thank you for tuning in. Tennessee, I see you, Holland. Thank you for tuning in as well. Barbara Smith, hello to you and good evening. To Miss Harrison. Thank you for tuning in from North Carolina. All right. New York City. My. I'm in a New York state of mind. Again, I'm tired, so forgive me. Again, it's been a long day. We've been out on the road all day. Uh, so tonight, we're going to try to clear up some things. South Carolina, Mona, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Robinson, thank you for tuning in. The First Lady is in the house. Good evening to you. I try to catch everybody's name, through every show, try to catch them in as a can, not to leave anybody else out, because if it wasn't for y'all, we would not be able to continue to do this show. Miss Williams from Houston, Texas is in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, we have a lot to cover tonight. We We're going to open up the phone lines briefly in about 10 minutes, and we're going to take about 2 or 3 calls. Miss Nesby, good evening to you as well. And then I have a special guest that we're going to interview for the rest of the night. Tomorrow night, I think we're coming back, and then the phone lines will be open 10 minutes after the show starts until it ends. So tonight, I'm only going to be able to take about 2 or 3 calls. And I'm going to ask you if you can to try to keep those calls to at least 2 minutes if possible. But tomorrow we'll do something totally different. You appreciate my work. Listen, I needed to hear that because so many people cuss me out uh, about things that I say sometimes. So thank you for appreciating what I do. And I love you guys. If you guys, oh, look at that. Shreveport is in the house. Patricia Cherry, thank you for tuning in. Hometown. Okay, Flora Brown, thank you. I see you. Somebody's called Stay Focused from Houston, Texas. A lot of people from Houston, Texas. So y'all ready to see me in Houston, Texas, huh? You know I'm on my way there soon, right? I find out where we're going to stay at and who wants to feed us. We're going to have to eat. So let us know who's going to feed us and where we're staying. Um, we're going to address some things, of course, about Malia Davis this evening. We're going to address some things that's true and some things that are not true. With everything within me, I tried nightly to give you a fact-based show. If I offer my opinion, you know by now I'm gonna tell you this is my opinion. My opinion is not a fact, and I'm not trying to pass my opinion off as a fact. This is just my opinion. Uh, Malia Davis has now been laid to rest. So what's next? Well, let me tell you what's not next. First of all, uh, somebody said hit that like button for Mr. Scott. Hey man, somebody hit the like button, please. I don't see many likes up there tonight. Hit the like button. Thank you. Uh, Malia Davis has been laid to rest. Contrary to belief, the case is not closed. Contrary to belief, there's more than one suspect. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So if anybody tells you that the case is closed, they're lying. The case is not closed. The case is very much still open. There was something I needed to share with you all first, and I don't know if I have it with me, but Lord Jesus, bear with me. It's been a long day, people. I have to share this with you, though. Okay, I'll tell you what. Before we take calls, let me pull something up on my phone, and I'm gonna share something with you guys briefly. If I can get it to pop up. Okay, all right. We're gonna share with you about Malia's death. Now, the the number one concern for me was that the medical examiner would come and say that they could not determine the matter of death. That was problem to me because without knowing how she died, you still have a case, but it's harder to prosecute not knowing how she died. So, which means if you don't know how she died, then it may be difficult to prove who did it. Somebody said, "Where is Coquille Jackson? Is she okay, Mr. Scott Red? I don't know where Miss Jackson physically is right now, and I could be wrong, but I think she might pop up tonight. You might get to hear her voice tonight. I don't quote me on that. You might and you might not, but I don't know where she's at physically. But you might get to hear her voice tonight. Okay, Malia Davis' death has been ruled. Uh, uh, what was it? Homicidal violence. And so we're going to try to break that down as briefly as I can. It essentially means a death from anything other than a natural cause. Anything other than a natural cause. One said that she may have died from the flu. One said she died from kidney failure. So we now know that that is not true. Now I see the lights coming up. Thank y'all kindly. We love you. So uh, the homicidal violence does not automatically equate with murder. Simply put, it is a legal term, and prosecutors must prove a person was intentionally killed before seeking an indictment on murder charges. So, do the medical examiner know exactly how she died? No, but we do know that it was homicidal violence. Since that has been released, they might now know how she died, but we can say this safely that it was not of natural causes, and uh, whatever caused her death, someone had to be involved in that. So now you have to look at certain people and try to place them at the scene of the crime in order to get an indictment to come down. In which I do know that the state is going to seek the death penalty, and I'm 1 billion% in agreement with that. Now, let me clear up something about Brittany Bowens. If Brittany Bowens was not in the house when Malia Davis died, can she still be charged with her murder? Absolutely, positively, unquestionable, she can. She could have been in Timbuktu. But if she orchestrated this, if it has her signature on it anywhere, she can still be charged with it. Now, will she? I don't know, because we don't know what the findings are going to be as to what was, the main cause of her death and who inflicted harm upon this child to the point that it would bring about death. It's not a death to where uh, she fell down and died while in somebody's care. It's a death to where somebody intentionally afflicted death upon 4-year-old Malia Davis. So you have to put them there. So the indictments could come soon, may take a while. We don't know. But I don't believe HPD is moving slow. I believe they're proceeding with caution because they don't want to mess this one up. You can do circumstantial evidence and still win a case, but this is one case you don't want to play that game, circumstantial evidence. Miss Crown, somebody said, get the likes up. He deserves it. I agree with Crown, Nevada, 1 billion%. Now we at 100 likes. Woo! I'm gonna take a sip of my tea off that. Hold up. So, um, with that being said, uh, Malia Lynn Davis, we love you. We love you to the moon and back. Before we open the phone lines up, let me also say this. This has become bigger than Malia Lynn Davis. And I say that because when we come to Houston, Texas, here's the thing. We want to meet with investigators to find out what's going on, as much as they're willing to share with us, and then we will come back and share it with the public. But here's the thing: when I say it has become bigger than Maleah, this is what I mean. Not only are we seeking truth and what happened to it, we're seeking justice. Everybody that was involved must pay. Everybody that was involved must pay. This also includes, in my opinion, CPS. You got to answer to this. Judge Lopez, you got to answer to this. Uh, all those that was in her immediate circle and saw things and didn't say nothing and didn't sound the alarm, you must be held accountable for it. If I can see marks up on her eyes and around her neck, and I know for a fact she's been hit in the chest, I know somebody there seen something as well. So when you don't inform authorities of what's going on, to me, you're part of it or you're condoning it or both. So you have you have a right as 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 a citizen to say something is just not right. Even if you're wrong, if you think something is going on pertaining to a child, especially, you must contact your local authorities. Now, watch this. Uh, when I call CPS on my neighbor about, I think something may be going on with the children that's not good for them, I may not know exactly what's going on, but if I have saw enough or heard enough to think something is not right, I'm going to pick up that phone. Now, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I would rather say, okay, I'm wrong, I was wrong, I apologize, then don't say shit, and a child winds up like Malia Davis. Now, when we call CPS, I can sum them up in one word. When they're asked to come and investigate something, they become the children's lifeline. If they don't investigate this thoroughly, if they don't diligently find out what is going on and what is not going on, and leave the child there or send the child back, it can be the difference between life and death. No one falsifying government documents working for CPS can stay. You got to go. There are no do-overs. There are no suspensions. There are no reprimands. You're falsifying documents. You're in the way. You're supposed to be part of the cure, but it looks like you're going to be part of the symptom. So therefore, you must go, and if necessary, you must face charges. You have to have some kind of consequences for you lying about what was there and what wasn't there. And CPS, you all have a history of that, and not just CPS in Houston, other places as well. But when you are asked to come out, it means that someone believes the child's life is in danger. And if this is not a job for you, don't get in it. I know that you're underworked, you're underpaid. I don't give a damn where they got to get the money from. Find the money and get the necessary funds to hire the necessary people to get the job done. If you have to send 2 workers in there at a time, that's fine. And another thing, you may not like this, you may find it comical, but I'm 1,000,000,000% serious. Since we just can't trust what the fuck they write down, it's time for CPS workers to wear body cams. I need to see you in the house. I don't need to see you eating fried chicken and shit. I don't need to see you lollygagging with who you're supposed to be investigating. I need to see you doing your job as if that person is in your office. So I need to see what you're doing, because you done falsified too many government documents for me to continue to trust you to go there and write down the truth and then relay it to me. We can't play that game with you no more. A little girl is dead because somebody falsified documents or somebody didn't give a fuck. How the judge could sign the order to send Malia Davis back, I have no earthly fucking idea. But as I said from the beginning, it's not a fucking time to where Judge Gloria Lopez gets a fucking do-over. I shouldn't have to come and ask her to get off the fucking bench. She needs to be off the fucking bench now. It's as simple as that. You sent a child back to die. If that doctor couldn't determine how the injuries occurs, it's not a fucking scrape on the knee, people. Come on, stop the dumb shit. Brain surgeries. I mean, she's bleeding outside of her brain. They can't determine. That's fine. She stayed with the state. Send her to another doctor. They can't determine. She stayed with the state. Send her to another doctor. Everybody must pay. You're fucked up. And it's more than dropping the ball on this here. You played your role in a child's death. Not to mention, Brittany didn't even have them back. I don't think 4 months. Nothing was determined. This was like a probationary thing. And here's the end result. How in the fuck could you send this child back and you see these injuries? You just send her back. It's not your child. You don't give a fuck, right? Okay. Well, it's up to us. We have to become proactive. It's not a black issue. It's not a white issue. This is a human issue. And my goal is to make sure, when I tell you it's bigger than Maleah, my goal is to make sure that this never ever happens again on planet Earth. Not in the United States, I said on planet Earth. We must never ever have another case of Maleah Lynn Davis. So that means we must change the rules of the game. So you got to get up off your ass and you got to get involved. We got to hold them accountable. Open up your books. Let me see what you're doing. They do ride-alongs with cops. I'm gonna do a walk along with your ass to walk through the house to see what's going on. We got to hold them accountable. You put them in office and shit, make them know that you put them in. If your leaders don't give a fuck, get them out of office. Get their ass up out of office. You got to, this is a job where you have to have a genuine concern for children. And if you don't, and you just here for a paycheck, then you become part of the problem. Now, if I don't know what the fuck the CPS was reporting back, because she probably didn't even see Maleah a couple of times she went. But whatever it was not the truth. A child is dead, and that's the proof right there. So it's bigger than Maleah, because what's worse than what has happened to Maleah Lynn Davis is that what about the Maleah Lynn Davises that we don't know about? That's in the grave right now, and nobody's fighting for them. Nobody's fighting for them. So we're gonna open up the phone lines briefly here, and hopefully we are able to take about 2 or 3 calls. And then there is a special guest that's going to call in tonight, and we're going to talk with her. Now, I know there are some fraudulent things going on that has Maleah Davis' name attached to them. I am going to address them tonight, not right now, later this evening. We will address those issues, but as well as we're going to address those issues, let me say this to you. They've been falsifying documents for decades. That's Miss Williams. Yeah, and I know. You, if you don't say nothing else tonight, you just preach. Listen, those that are making money off of this child's tortured life and off of this child's death, just because they can do it, it's a sin and a shame. And you're just as diabolical as the people that killed them. Your day coming. Somebody can focus on that now. I don't want to focus on that right now. It needs to be addressed, but not right now, in my opinion. I want to find out what happened to Maleah first. Then we want to get justice. Then we'll go round you damn crooks up and see if y'all can give folks their money back for bullshit that you didn't do. It's simple as that. You're making money off of this child's tortured life and this child's death, and you got her name attached to it. I have no respect for you. To me, you're just like Brittany big ass. You should commit suicide and fucking die. So if you're saying you're doing this and you're doing that for Maleah, I need to see paperwork. Let me see that you done went and got shit straight with the IRS, and let me see where the funds are going. Surely you don't need to send it to the family now, because she's been dead. She's been buried. They may not knock on your door tonight, tomorrow, or the next day. But I promise, eventually, they're going to knock on your door too with this bullshit. And you need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. This child lived a tortured life from the time she came out of Brittany's womb. And you sitting here with ill-gotten gain making a fucking buck. You got to commit suicide and fucking die. You're just as bad as they are. The phone lines are now open. It is 1-888-853-3226. 1-888-853. Did I say that right? 3226. And if you call in, try to limit your call to at least 2 minutes, please. They said the entire case is heartbreaking. I totally agree with you. This is a very sad case that should have never happened. It should have never happened. We got to make sure that it never happens again on planet Earth. Good evening, caller. You are live on air. What's your name and what state are you calling from?
I am from Michigan. This is Spitting Fire. What's going
on? Well, good evening, Spitting Fire. Yeah, I've heard about you. Thank you for tuning in to my show tonight.
Yeah, you know, want to say about this Malia Davis is, first of all, when you did commentary a couple for this young lady, I get off the air because I felt your passion through the computer. I was sobbing, and I was like,
I got a feedback coming. I can't hear you. No, that's just a terrible. Say it again.
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, now when you was talking the other week and you were talking about Maleah Davis to her funeral, and you know what? Your passion came right through the computer. I mean, I was sobbing and crying, and you know, people need to be thankful for you for investigating and getting to the bottom of it, because there's somebody out there that cares for this child other than the family. What I don't understand is nobody on either side of this child family could intervene. Like nobody.
You know, that's your statement is wonderful, and I'm glad you brought it up. That's my number one problem right there. You cannot tell me that from the Davis side to the Bowen side that nobody knew nothing. But I do know that somebody knew something, but they just didn't give a damn. They treated this little girl as if she was an inanimate object, did not have no feelings whatsoever. And I'll be honest with you, when I try to be off to myself a lot when I think about Maleah. When my wife is not here, then I can sit and I can look at her pictures and I just cry. I never met her before in my life. I don't know anything about her, but my heart goes out because I know some of what she went through, and I'm like, nobody said nothing. And so even in her,
That's what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It's like, you know what? It's like, okay, like when I listen to your commentary, like I said, I'm in a whole other state. And I'm crying my eyes out just listening to you because the passion came so strong. And I said, okay, I got to get off of here. And I wanted to listen, but I couldn't because I was sobbing so bad. And I'm thinking, like, the whole family, not just Brittany, but the whole damn family failed that child. You know, they all should be locked the hell up.
If you don't say nothing else tonight, you just preach. You just preach. They all should be locked up. And you know what's worse? What you're saying, when you send your condolences, I was like, well, who in the fuck do I send them to? Because nobody cares.
Right. Because I ain't saying her shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean,
I ain't saying that family shit.
not a dime. They'll never get it from me because nobody cared about this little girl. And she's got a picture that I put up a few days ago. She's in a pink little dress, and I think she's standing outside by an apartment or something. And Maleah looks as if there's nobody on the planet but her, and they left her, and she's sad and lonely, and it just breaks my heart when I look at that picture, and I'm like, this girl spent more time in a hospital bed than she did on a playground.
Yes. And I just don't understand, like, I had a little girl, and my mother would just be like, she'd be wanting some answers. If my child was to go into a hospital and was beaten, and the doctor said, okay, this child was beaten, my mother would want to know some answers. She would have my ass held up in the corner, like, give me some answers.
Exactly.
And going down up in this hospital, you would be laying right next to her.
That's it. And see, that's the thing. Nobody went to the hospital to raise hell, be like, she shouldn't go back. She shouldn't go back. I mean, it wasn't a scrape on the damn knee. So the doctors couldn't determine. Sometimes some doctors can't. But that's why we thank God that there's more than one damn doctor on the planet.
Oh my gosh.
But nobody.
You know what? I thank you for your commentary. I do wish you and should shout you out on my show. Because I just know y'all be telling everybody to go over there and injustice investigation because Scott will give it to you.
I thank you so much, and I will give you a shout out as well, spitting fire there and stuff. And I talked with Linda about you the other day. She called, and I know we're all supposed to get together and team up to do something. So I'm looking forward to doing that and stuff. And you are welcome on my live feeds anytime. I appreciate the work that you're doing on your end. I really do.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. And yes, we will get together and do what we need to do and make about a change for Aaliyah and all this injustice that's going on.
Exactly. We have to address it, because if we don't, then who will?
Who will? Well, thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you, Scott.
And you are more than welcome. Enjoy your evening, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you big time.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that's that was the thing. We were sitting talking one day. Well, who in the hell do you send condolences to? And somebody just said her brother, and amen to that. That's it. That is it. Marie Lee says she just tuned in. What's the topic? The topic, Marie Lee, is Malia Davis from out of Houston, Texas. A Powell says phone number, please. It's 1-888-853-3226. 1-888-853-3226. If you want to call in and share your comments about what has happened to Malia Davis, or what you think about the case, we would like to hear from you tonight. As always, I thank you all for tuning in. This is a case that has caught the world's attention, not just the United States, but it has caught the world's attention. No. Somebody's got it up wrong. I see it. The number to call in is going to be 1-888-853-3226. Again, the number to call in is 1-888-853-3226. That is the number to call in. We'll take one more call tonight, and then we have to get to our guest, who I think somewhere is waiting to call in so that we can speak with her. Yeah, someone, Queen of Pretty, put the number up. Yeah, she is right. 1-888-853-3226. Okay. Good evening, caller. You're live on the air. What's your name and what state are you calling from?
Oh, hi, it's Tammy from Alabama.
Tammy from Alabama. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in.
I want to say thank you for the hard work that you put in.
You're welcome.
And I also have been getting involved with it myself, calling social services, all of this. But I do want to say something.
Yes, ma'am.
I have cried every day about this child, because I told the police I am a Malia Davis. And I went through just as that child started off, and I lived. And I want to be involved, because we got kids all over the world that we, in this, and we need to do. I have made up my mind that I'm going to open up my case, because it'll prove, everything I need has been done. And, they asked me how in the world have I made it with this mother and this father. Let me tell you something. That woman killed her child. I see it in Craig Davis. I have no sympathy for him, because y'all both was in an investigation. And when you went to that door and he told you what, she got the flu, or whatever he said. I told the police, the first thing I would have did, got to my car, call 911. I need y'all here. Call child services. This is my time with my child. He didn't do that. He didn't care. Okay? And that boy, they need to bring them children up out of that whole family kill. Because they don't care. They allow Brenda Bowen to kill that child. Okay? That's the way I feel. And I have requested that they take this child out the house. And I'm also going to get involved with Congress. I want to talk to you more on a private, privacy and everything, because
yes, ma'am.
It's a lot of children out here. And I take this to heart because I lived it. And I can just see in her eyes, I cry when I look at her pictures, And I love that baby. She's a beautiful girl. And she impacted the whole world. And that means God wants justice done, and we need a bill of some passed, right? We need to make some changes in the child services department, we need to get on board. Maybe you know how to do this, or however, but we need real changes to help.
Right, Tammy, listen, something you said, everything you said was the gospel. You just preached. And you're right. It don't matter what city and what state you in. This is a call of action. And you brought up God. And I'm glad you did, because now this is me. I believe God in his own way wanted all of us to see what had happened to this child, because it just didn't happen to her. It happened to others, but we don't know it. And so God allowed this to continue. And then Easter on back home with him, where she came from, because he wanted Maleah Davis case to go public across the globe. And so that we can know that it's not enough to say you care, but don't care enough to get up off your butt and call for change in legislation, and to hold people accountable when you have been given a badge to go in and correct the wrong and pull out the evil, separate good from bad. So he allowed us all to see this. And so when you have passion for a child that you've never met, you've never smelled it, you've never touched it, then your heart is right. If whoever was not affected by this, it's just a body without a soul. Uh, there must be change, and we have to stop coming after the fact. We must begin to be proactive, and changes have to be made to how CPS, not just in Houston, Texas, worldwide, how they do business from day to day. It is no longer acceptable how you do business, because this is what's happening when we don't intervene and you're not doing your damn job. This little girl here, right now, it's almost 8 o'clock. Should be at home somewhere playing with a toy or something, or watching TV. But she's in the grave. And when we teach children about stranger danger, the only thing about stranger danger this time is stranger danger was Brittany Bowens, her mother.
Yes, yes.
And so I agree with you. We must work together to bring about change. When the show is over, if you will call me back on this line, I will give you my personal number, and then we can all do a little phone conference one day and see how all of us can play a role in making sure that uh, Malia Lynn Davis, that case never ever happens again on planet Earth.
Okay, I am going to call you back when the show is over, and I want to become a part of it. Brenda, boy, you are sorry. You are stoned. You will be in jail, and you're going to serve time, and a lot of time, because I'm not going to let it go.
I'm not going to let it go. I'm not. We're coming to Houston, Texas. We can't say when, but we're coming. And I'm not coming to Houston, Texas to make trouble. I'm coming because there is trouble. If HPD act like they can't get it right, then we have to make sure HPD get up off their ass and get it right. So as much as you can tell us, then we want to know what's going on. And I know you're proceeding with caution, but we want to make sure that you all don't drop the ball on this one yourselves.
And I want to say this right here. Miss Coquia, I haven't seen her lately, but I really like to watch her. She just tell it like it is, And I like a person like that. Just be straight.
You know what? Yeah, I have to agree with you on that and stuff. I don't know. Maybe when you hang up, Miss Jackson may call in. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. I'd like to hear from Miss Jackson myself there. I once said she was a voice for Malia, but I lied. I believe she is a strong voice for Malia, but she may not know it. But what she's doing in respect to Malia is it's about to take a turn that she didn't expect, and it's going to be for the good. So I applaud anybody that has a genuine concern for what has happened to this little girl. And when I believe they have a genuine concern, I don't question their motives and stuff. I just applaud them and ask, what can I do to help?
Right. And, I'm telling you, I done watched you over and over yesterday. I just, everything like the R. Kelly, and I just really, respect you as a man, investigator, and, your heart out to everybody and trying to get something really done. And that takes a team of us.
It does.
So,
it does.
Yes, I love singing. When you get on that rampage, I call it rampage, you get So, I just keep watching, and then, pictures of Malia, I cry all up, but then I keep watching, and I be like, okay, you straightforward, and you don't hold me back.
Yeah, I can't, I'm just gonna say it the way I feel it. I'm gonna cuss, I'm gonna fuss, and and I'm gonna be back with some R. Kelly stories, hopefully this week. But we got so focused on this, I just couldn't stop. I have cases that's piled up because of Maleah Davis, because I just neglected them and got with this. But people, to God be the glory, they understand. This one, I couldn't do nothing else. But this one, I couldn't. This is the only one that I could do. And nothing about Brittany Bowens is a mother. If she want to do any good before she dies, she would commit suicide and die, because she's a monster in human form. I have no pity for her. I have no pity for Craig Davis. A lot of people don't know the story about Craig Davis. He ain't no damn saint himself. He might be immature and all that, but he is no damn saint either. I have the reports. He's not a damn saint. He didn't give a damn about it either. If I knocked on that door and you gonna tell me I can't get my daughter, you out your rabbit ass mind. What planet to do that on? That's not gonna happen. I'm going in there to get mine. You need a damn stepdad. You don't tell me I can't come and get mine. So he just says okay, and he walks away. By the end, it was probably too late, because I believe she was dead then. But still, as a father, not a dad, but as a father, his ass should have walked on up in there. He didn't give a fuck either, so he ain't no goddamn saint. Craig, you probably raised him, ain't no goddamn saint. Tammy, I thank you for tuning in, and thank you for supporting the show, and get with me. And yes, we all will get together and see what role all of us can play in what has happened to this child, to make sure that it never happens again on planet Earth.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your evening.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye. Miss Jackson, let's do this. I'm trying to get Miss Jackson to call me. I wonder where Miss Jackson is at. Tell you what. Let's do this. Maybe I can call Miss Jackson, since y'all want to talk to Miss Jackson. Let's see if I can't get Miss Jackson on the line myself. Let's see if I can't get her. I'm gonna call Miss Jackson, y'all. We'll talk with Miss Jackson for a little bit, then we'll take some more calls. Let me see if I can't get her on the line and stuff. I appreciate you all genuine support. I really do, and everybody can play a part in this, because this is just not a Houston issue. Red, call her, Mr. Scott. I'm calling her now. Red, trying to get Miss Jackson to answer, and Miss Jackson is not answering. Maybe she's busy this evening or just don't want to talk to me. I'm hurt. I'm appalled. I'm offended. My Lord Jesus. Okay. We tried. We couldn't get Miss Jackson on the line. So now we're able to take another call if someone else would like to call in. And let me say this to you again. Everybody can play a role. It's not enough to say you care, but don't care enough to get involved and try to make things better, because the ball just wasn't dropped in Houston, Texas with CPS. It's dropped all over the world with CPS. Let's take a call and see who we have on the line with us. Good evening, caller. You're live on air. What's your name and what state are you calling from?
My name is Quinn, and I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Your name is Quinn, and you're calling from Dallas, Texas. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I just want to say I watch your show. Every time you post something, every time you're on live, I'm always watching. I love your show. I love your commentary. And, today I just really wanted to talk about what I think actually happened.
Okay.
I think that Brittany Darion Vince loves Maleah. Like I've seen Maleah more with Darion Vince than his biological child with Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he loved her, and I think he actually cared about her, and I think that made Brittany feel some type of way. I feel she was jealous, and I feel she killed Maleah to spite him. Whether she saw him sending dicks to the man or whatever, the woman or whatever, something happened, and she got pissed off at him and killed that child. And he's taking the fall for it because he feels guilty. That's just what I feel.
Well, the only thing, Quinn, about what you feel is that you're not the only somebody that feels that way. It happens. I have to agree with you on a lot of things that you said. I've seen Maleah Davis on so many pictures with Darion Vince, and the ones that I saw her on with him, this child had a smile as if she was at Walt Disney World. I've seen several pictures of her
very
with
happy and very comfortable.
exactly. I've seen her with Craig Davis, the biological father. I've seen some smiles. I've also seen an attitude. I've also heard her snap at him, and I kind of laughed because she was mad. And but the child appears to be more comfortable with Darion Vince than she is with Craig Davis, the biological father. I've seen very few pictures of the child with Brittany, the mother. Now, if a child is being molested or harmed by someone, even if they're smiling around that person, you can feel the tension. You can see it in their eyes. This person, even if it's 20 people in the room, this one person make them don't want to be in that room. And I just didn't get that from with Darion Vince. I could be wrong on this, but I believe with all my heart that Darion Vince, he loved Maleah Lynn Davis. He took up more time with her when he came into her life than her mother did. And someone argued with me, well, how in the hell can you say he loved her and he put her body in a bag and threw it in the woods? To stop right there. First of all, I don't know who put the body in the bag, but I do know from reading the report.
Something else you gotta know too, Mr. Scott, is some men, some black men, they find women that are a lot like their mothers. We don't know what Darion Vince's mom is like. Maybe she was very controlled.
Exactly.
Maybe he got with Brittany because she's a controlling person. Maybe she's controlling him. People can be manipulated.
Well, and see that
I'm not making excuses for them.
No.
I'm just saying.
Well, no, don't make any excuses for them, because when you make excuses for them, well, you too become part of the problem. You have to just tell it the way you see it, whether it's wrong or right, and people respect you for your honesty and your boldness, whether you're right or wrong, whether they agree with you or not. If I get somebody around me that agree with me all the time, well, I don't want no damn yes man around me, because I may say something purposely lying to see how you're going to act. Well, if you agree with me, then you're not a fighter. I need a fighter. And I believe that Brittany Bowens controlled the relationship. I believe that Darion Vince loved Maleah Davis. I'm going to say it again. I believe Darion Vince loved Maleah Davis. I don't know who put her body in the bag. I do know from the report that he says he was the one that threw the body in the woods, but not all the way in the woods, just to the curb. Like, I've read that. But here's the thing. So how in the fuck can Darion Vince love her and he do that to her? Well, listen, it's easy. He loved Maleah Davis, but guess what? He loves fat ass Brittany. And whatever Brittany says, he's going to do. From day one, I question his, and I'm not being ugly, trying to be funny. I question his mental state, because I do believe that she just controls him. I know for a fact, I don't care what she said, she had no intention. I'm saying it again, she had no intentions. Look into the camera. She had no intentions on ever marrying Darion Vince. It was a game she was playing. This may have been somewhat premeditated as well. But if it was premeditated and Darion Vince knew about it, here's what he didn't know. He didn't know that if it was a premeditated thing they was aiming at, his ass was going to be thrown up under the bus in the end because she didn't give a fuck about him. If she says he molested her, if she says he molested her more than one time and she didn't call the authorities, okay, she's part of it too. Now, if she says he molested her even one damn time, but she don't give the engagement ring back, she didn't give a fuck. It was okay with her. But when she see a dick, when she see a dick in his phone, now it's time to give the ring back. Bitch, please. Really? So the dick take priority over your daughter? Don't make any sense.
She didn't care about Malia. That's the whole point. She never cared about her.
She didn't, you know.
She didn't care about that child.
She didn't.
Because she was beautiful. She was way beautiful than Brittany ever would ever be.
And you can,
yeah. And Brittany's jealous. Black women do that. I'm not saying all, but some of them do. They have daughters that's more beautiful than them, smarter than them, and they get jealous. It's a competition. And I know this from experience.
Dana Young says, I hope she gets stoned by the public. Dana, if I was where you was at, I shake your hand. I want her stoned to death. I wish they would stone her to death if she get charged with capital murder and she gets the death penalty. If they don't want to stream it live on Facebook, I will pay for pay-per-view. I'll watch it. I'll pay for it. I just want to watch it. And if I was a fucking judge, that's the only good thing about me. That's it. I want to see her shake. I want to see, and I want her to have on them damn combat boots. I want to see her shake out them boots. Quinn, I got to get out of here. I have Miss Jackson been trying to call in. I gratefully appreciate your support. I think somebody said yes, and I thank you for calling in.
Keep it up.
I promise you I will. The only reason I don't, I die. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll keep watching.
Okay. Enjoy your evening. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Miss Jackson, let's try to get you on. If you were not called yet, hold your thought. Let me try to get Miss Jackson in, people. She was trying to call in then. So let me try to get her on the line. And then, because I'm late, so which means I have to go over 8 o'clock. I can't go much over 8 o'clock because they're sitting right there looking at me. But we're trying to get Miss Jackson on the line. But before we get out here tonight, let me say this here. If you all would be so kind, if you would help support this channel with whatever donation that you can so that we can maneuver around and do what needs to be done to get things done for the betterment of all kinds, we would gratefully appreciate that. We have set up a PayPal account. We also did the Cash App. We're just having some issues with that, so I don't want to go that way tonight. If you gave $1, that would be wonderful for us. The PayPal information I think is up, but it's paypal.me/injustice got you. paypal.me/injustice got you. And your donations would be gratefully appreciated, and we will promise to be transparent with what we're doing. So anytime you call or you want to see the books, and we have no problems with doing that. But in order to stay on air, we do need to start collecting donations. I don't know if we're going to go back to Facebook or not. We got blocked from Facebook yesterday for 7 days. It was on a post that was done probably like 5 years ago. I'm like, what the hell? And so I know it's Brittany and her family blocking me when they know certain stories are about to come out. But whether I do it on Facebook or not, I'm going to tell it. You can't stop that because I'm here. I'm blog talking. I'm everywhere. I'm going to tell the story. It's going to get out. But I'm getting pissed with Facebook. They don't investigate any damn thing. Somebody called and said they don't like this. If you did this, then they immediately block you without investigating it. It could be somebody just out to fucking get you or just try to irritate you, which is going on. And so this is the 4th time I think in less than 30 days I've been blocked. And this shit is getting ridiculous. So we're looking at just doing our own thing on our own website. And that way we won't have to do any dealings with Facebook. So we may come back just to tell you all about that. And then we may not come back, period, on Facebook, because when I want to get something out, I want to get something out. But blocking me off of Facebook would not stop that. I mean, if you think that, then you're a fool with a serious problem. Miss Jackson, we need to get you on air before we get out of here. Come on and give us a call. If not, somebody else calls. But we did speak with Miss Jackson today. I'll go ahead and tell you that now. And she was scheduled to come on the show tonight. She has called twice when I was speaking with, I think, Miss Young, maybe Queen a few minutes ago. She tried to log in. Then someone is calling in now. Okay, we'll take this call. Then hopefully Miss Jackson will call in. after this call. Good evening, caller. Thanks for tuning in. What's your name and what state are you calling from? Okay, they didn't want to talk to me. They probably was trying to get Brittany Barnes. Wrong channel. Okay, try it again. Okay, they hung up. Somebody says, Womack says, I feel the same way. You do need, who do you send condolences to? Okay, somebody else is calling in. Let's see. Good evening, caller. You're live on the air. What's your name and what state are you calling from?
This is Miss Travel the World. I'm from Cali.
You're from California?
Yeah, we talked today.
Okay, I have a feedback. Are you close? Your phone is on speaker or something? I'm getting a feedback.
Your phone is on speaker or something? No.
Okay, you and I spoke today?
Maybe because I'm in front of the.
Oh, you're in front of the. Yeah, back up a little bit for me, please, because I get the reverbs going on. Just a little bit, please.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. What's your name again? Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. What's your name again? This is Travel World. I'm from Cali.
Okay.
I want her to get thrown on the side of the road in the bag.
Okay, continue. Thank you.
No, that's all I really want to say. She's full of talent.
Yeah, she is. I think Brittany is probably the most hated woman on the planet right now, and with good damn reasons. And everything she said is a lie. But I have family in California. I spent a lot of years in California and stuff. So I was in Las Vegas a couple of years ago. Then went to California. Lived in Los Angeles, Compton.
Yeah, I'm from South Central.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, I greatly appreciate you watching the show tonight and calling in. And if I can make that happen for you and everybody else that's watching tonight with her fat ass getting in a bag, I'll make it happen. I promise you that.
Amen.
Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Thank you too. Bye.
Bye. We're on a delay. This was okay. We're on a delay. That's why it takes a minute there and stuff. Okay, Miss Tupac, Brittany Bowens needs a glimpse of hell. Oh no, she need more than a glimpse. She needed all over, just all over her body. You know, they used to put that skin so soft and Avon all over your body. Hell needs to be all over her body, and you're gonna pay not only in the life to come, but your fat ass gonna pay in this life. Brittany better hope that the legal system gets her before street pronounce justice on her ass, because eventually somebody's gonna get you. That's why she wore them damn combat boots that night, that day at the funeral. Please get that fat ass Brittany. Angelic 27. I promise you, that's my goal. That's my goal to get her. And thank you for what you do, Miss White. Thank you kindly, and thank you for tuning in to the channel. That's my goal, to make sure that Brittany Bowens and all those involved in not just Maleah's death, but involved in Maleah's tortured life, that they stand trial. And all those in authority that dropped the ball, any excuse that you give is an inexcusable excuse. We can't let you sit there. This, as I said oftentimes, this is not a do-over. Miss Jackson, we have a few minutes. Can you call in now before we have to get out of here? And then I really want you all to hear from Miss Jackson today, because she's still been busy being a strong voice for Malia Davis. But she now knows that this is bigger than Malia Davis, because people are now calling on her to speak on other issues other than Maleah Davis. I also asked her the other night if she would consider joining me at least once or twice a week on my live feeds, and she agreed to do that and stuff. But we're also trying to get her set up with her own YouTube channel because she needs her own thing, because she needs to have a platform because she has a genuine concern. It's impossible for Miss Jackson or anybody to have a genuine concern for Maleah and not have a genuine concern for all kids. So that's why I said she needs her own platform to do her things, and we can't worry about what people said because most people will believe a lie before they believe the truth. So as Michelle Obama said in referring to President Obama at the time when she was asked about all the things people say about him, and Michelle Obama simply said, "Well, if my husband took time out to answer just a small portion of what people said about him, he would never have time to be the people's president." And so, simply put, you got to go on. They're gonna say what they want to say. Call you every name but the name on the damn birth certificate. If you know that's not you, go on with life. If you keep answering to it somewhere in life, you believe that you please run for president. Now, let me tell you something, Janet 27. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to run for president. I'm gonna be running the rest of my damn life. I can't do it. They're going to knock my ass off the map. That'll never happen. You know what? I always want to be a senator. I may run for senator. I may do that. Uh, yeah, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment. I appreciate that. Janet Jackson, thank you, Mr. Scott, for all you do. Janet Jackson, you are more than welcome, and I appreciate you all supporting the channel and tuning in. So I have to get ready to get out of here. Please forgive me tonight. I was a little off because I had been gone all day and we were late getting in, and I didn't get a chance to talk with Miss Jackson. So if you speak with Miss Jackson, tell her we need to try to do this again tomorrow. If we want to do it at another time, then I'm willing to work with Miss Jackson on her time to get things out, because I need you all to hear things she has to say. Mr. Scott, you can stay at my home when you come to Houston, Texas, please. I will hold you to that. I will hold you to that when I come to Houston, Texas and stuff. But we're trying to find a place, incidentally, where we can meet uh, with a few people, maybe 200 or 300 people. And we just want to hear from you all. And then we want to meet with the investigators, and we'll go from there. We're not coming to do any walking. We're not coming to hold a rally. We're coming to speak. But as well as we're coming to speak, we're coming to listen to you all talk. And we're also coming to listen to complaints about CPS. And if you have those, we want you all to present us those at that time, or you can send them to us now at investigationscott@gmail.com. And a tip that you give us, we ask that you send it to injusticegotcha@gmail.com. That's what we promise. When we contact you, you will remain anonymous. But and it's not just with Houston CPS, anywhere. We need to know what's going on. We cannot fix something if we don't know that it is broke. Okay, listen, I love you guys. You guys support this channel. I gratefully appreciate that. If you don't tune in, then there's nobody for me to talk to, uh, and I appreciate you for doing that. And that's it. I love you. I love you big time. But please, in order for me to continue to do this here, we need donations from you all. So if you will, PayPal, it's paypal.me/injustice gotcha. Injustice gotcha, GOTYA. T gifted 100. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. We love you guys. We hope that you support the channel there. And listen, if you have a story, I don't care where you at, that you want us to look into, email us. We may not contact you right then and there, but I promise you, you will get a call from someone. So the number, you can also call 24/7 and leave a tip, or just tell us that you want us to look into something. The number is going to be 1-888-853-3226. Again, the number is 1-888-853-3226. Malia Davis, as long as I live, your story will never die. From my heart to you all, I love you big time. Remember, I'm not always right, and you're not always wrong. Detroit, somebody missed it. Send me what's going on in Detroit, and we will take a look at that. I love you guys again. Thanks you all for tuning in. I see Travel the World. I spoke with you earlier today. Post the donation site again. Okay, the donation site is going to be paypal.me/injustice got you. when we come off air, what I will do, I'll go to the community section of this of the YouTube page, community section, and I'm going to put up the donation site. I'll go ahead and put the Cash App thing up to, but we'll just put them both up. So whatever you guys send will be gratefully appreciated because we can't stay on air without them. But we're not fighting just for Maleah. Maleah ignited the flame upon our butts to know that something is wrong in every city and in every state, and we got to get it fixed. We got to get it fixed. Judges that don't care must come off the bench. CPS workers that don't give a damn, that is there for a paycheck, they need to leave the building. As simple as that. When we catch them falsifying government documents, there is no do-over, there is no reprimand. You must be immediately terminated, and if necessary, you must be arrested. So whoever you are, Brittany, y'all can have me blocked off Facebook all day. Facebook don't pay my damn bills anyway, okay? I don't have to go back to Facebook. But this story is going to get out. And you know one damn thing. What I say ain't shit compared to what I know. Houston, Texas, I'll see you when I get there. I'm Al Scott with the Justice Investigation. Y'all enjoy your evening. Thank you. Okay.